The Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, and the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, boss Mohammed Amin, risk being thrown in prison for contempt should they fail to physically appear before the High Court on 27th January to respond to questions regarding the spate of abductions in the country. This is after the two, as well as Interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen, snubbed Justice Bahati Mwamuye for the second consecutive time in a span of 8 days, choosing to send their lawyers and junior officers instead. NTV's David Mudhoka reports on the court's efforts to get to the bottom of the mysterious abductions.
The case filed by 6 abductees against the police resumed on Wednesday morning at the High Court. Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja, Director of Criminal Investigations Mohammed Amin, and newly appointed Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen were summoned again to respond to questions on the spate of abductions in the country, but were a no-show. Just like Tuesday last week, the 3 men who owe the country answers opted to send their lawyers and juniors to represent them, despite express orders issued by High Court Judge Bahati Mwamuye to the 3 to appear before him in person this morning.
My Lord, the IG is not here this morning, and the DCI is also not here this morning, because as they prepared for court this morning, an urgent security situation requiring their intervention arose.
This response act lawyers representing the abductees, 5 of whom have since been released apart from Steve Mbese Kavengo. The lawyers called for the immediate arrest, conviction and sentencing of Amin and Kanja for contempt.
There is nothing more important than the citizens' right to, indeed these are non-derogable rights, citizens' right to freedom and life. And therefore, to hear that Inspector General of Police and the DCI are engaged in more important deliberations. This country is not even at war when we last checked. There's no invasion. These are matters of life and death.
And forced disappearances and abductions have been plaguing Kenyans since July. If it is investigations, the investigative authorities have had since July last year.
Amid the heated session, Murkomen's lawyer, Danstan Omari, found himself in hot soup for interjecting the petitioner's lawyers and was kicked out by Judge Mwamuye. Before giving directions on the push for the arrest and sentencing of Amin and Kanja by lawyers Faith Odhiambo, Mother Karua and Kalonzo Musyoka, the judge gave the government lawyers 30 minutes to call their clients and ask them to come to court. But after the half-hour break, their response remained unchanged.
I've not been able to reach the Inspector General of Police, but I have ever spoken to his office. Yes. And I am informed, my Lord, that the Inspector General left his office earlier this morning to attend an urgent security meeting.
The judge resolved to give Kanja, Amin and Murkomen a final chance to appear before him on 27th January.
If the Inspector General of Police misses on that 3rd hearing date, I will go with option 1. I will cite, convict and sentence on the spot.
Among those who attended today's hearing was Bernard Kavule, who was released on Monday after days in abduction, Gerald Karicha, the father to Billy Mwangi, who was also abducted but later released, as well as Stacy Mutua, the sister to Steve Mbese.
Tulikuwa tunaomba pengine wangemwachilia na wengine, but bado tunamtafuta. Hatujui kwa nini yeye hajaachiliwa, bado is abducted, so we don't know.
Other than Mbese, there are 29 other abductees taken between June and December who are still missing.
And after Justice Bahati Mwamuye gave Interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen, Police IG Douglas Kanja and DCI boss Mohammed Amin and final chance to appear before him, the question is, will they do so next time round? David Mudhoka, NTV, Nairobi.